Let wait,
Got
wait.
it.
Okay, so do you mind, do you feel okay talking about your writing? Or you
I
just
can.
wanna keep it for you?
No, really, my writing is very it has an I'm not saying it's an expiration date. It has an expiration date. However, if you talk about current events, then like really, that's mainly what my jokes are basically I try to I try to do my own weekend update. Like I do my own version of the news and joke about it.
What do you mean? Like, do you follow the news and do your own version?
Yeah, like you can make, yes.
So is that what your comedy about? Because I know that there is one comedian, his name is Seinfeld or something like this. He talks more about the news and this.
Oh, it's yeah, this is a genre in America. It's a late night, like there's late night talk shows. There's yeah, talk shows are very I mean, I don't I have my fact book right here. I don't know how much of a media system Yemen has currently. Like you told me your wireless reception, you have your cell phone is irrelevant, largely irrelevant there. So but how's television there?
So basically in Yemen, there is limited access to electricity, internet, before talking about television. But
Okay.
I would say 50% of
Mm-hmm.
Yemeni people don't
Okay.
have a TV for religious reasons.
Okay.
They are still like Christians 100 years ago or 200 years ago.
Okay.
And other 40% cannot afford it. So maybe
Okay.
10% has TV.
All right. Now, is this based on is it electricity that's controversial, or what is broadcast that is controversial?
What do you mean?
For if they don't own TV, or for religion, is it because it's technology, or because they show up they show content?
So basically, I would say the first reason religious or religion try to control people.
Okay.
And by not giving people access to, because TV sometimes, I don't know if you agree with me,
Uh-huh.
can talk to also your subconscious mind. Like you want people to watch dancing and women and men and movies because
Yeah.
they are even afraid if in the long term it will be normalized, and they are trying to keep people as close as they can. This is a religion part. Political part, there is no electricity, there is war, and they always bomb the bikes that takes electricity. So, for example, in order to make you weak, I'm gonna bomb the electricity in to make the enemies, because there are different people fighting. So this people bomb the electricity for these people, and at the end, normal people like me and you get affected the most.
Yes.
So, Bhavin, I wanted to ask you, where is your parents from?
Oh, we are from India.
So, but were you born in the US or India?
Oh yeah, yes.
In the US. How does it feel? Do you feel where about in the US do you live?
New Jersey.
Oh, what is that?
Oh, that is my state, New Jersey.
So like you feel that you belong to New Jersey more than India because you were born there, you grew up there.
I feel that there is I really, this is what everything I will say I'm an American because that is just my basis on what to I identify with America more so, since I have no other style of life that I can really put in contrast with it. Like, even though my heritage is everyone heritage is important.
Mm.
Like, I will say I identify more as an American.
But would you say that America is,
Mhm.
as long as you are in America, as long as you are working hard, as long as you are doing something, you are American? Is that what America, would you say, was built for?
Probably. Can you say that again just so I can
I mean, do you feel that America
mhm.
is the most country
Yeah.
that welcome people from different color, different background, different ethnicity, different religion,
Uh-huh.
in order to be all Americans and all works for freedom and development and help each other?
That is I mean that's what America's turned into. It has to
Yes.
be it I mean people going here understand it's not very, this is your frat house.
Have you? How did you felt during your life? Have you felt that you are American and you belong also from the people around you, or did you face some racist people in your life?
As far as what racism I found controversial is there's this one kind of game called let's play what kind of brown person am I game.
Oh, there is a game for racism.
Yeah, yes. And these people understand Americans are not the, the AI can probably tell different ethnicities better apart than the average racist in America.
So, what is this game? How?
Oh, the game is typically as an Indian person.
Yeah.
Hollywood, I mean, Arabs will not play themselves in Hollywood. So what that means is Indian people will get mistaken as Arabs, and that's a sort of disrespect I find. I find that just that's dumb for the most part. Like, tell me to pull a rickshaw.
Mm. But why Arabs won't play in Hollywood? Or?
Oh, the Hollywood, they have they may not want to portray terrorists. I mean, I the subtext is after, yes.
So the Indians has to take this this.
Yes, and then culturally people can identify us as Arab informally. So I have to be clean shaven. I have to like wear gold. I have to learn a little about Islam to just to subtly represent.
But what's do you belong to any religion or
My family is Hindu.
and
Yes.
you so you are vegetarian, you don't eat meat,
Yeah, I observe.
and like you don't eat meat by belief, you feel that this is not allowed to eat meat, we shouldn't eat meat.
I'm just I will not touch that. What I'll say is that the look, I really don't have an opinion on it, right? A very built opinion. It's just at this point, it's such I feel strange just changing.
That's cool. But for example, if your kids desire meat, you don't have problem with it.
My in-laws might.
What do you mean by that?
Oh, I'm saying it depends. Because sometimes it's what does the family want also?
Mm. So you feel that also it depends on your wife.
Yes, it depends. Yeah, and her extended family.
Mm. And how do you feel like? Do you prefer like blonde girls or you prefer Indian Hindu girls? If you had the choice, what do you think will fit you?
I do not have I have less in terms of shared what my life experience. Who would have the most similar life experience to me would probably be an Indian girl.
So you feel that you rather find an Indian girl.
Of essentially,
That's cool. So, and what do you like to do with your friends? Like, what's or even without your friends? Like, what is place you like to go out to? You feel that it's an escape. It gives you fun.
theme parks, concerts, and cosplay conventions.
What's the first
Or
one?
any theme park, concerts, and cosplays
What is theme
convention.
park? What is theme park?
So they do not. Do you know about Euro Disney or Disneyland parks?
Yes.
That it's that is yeah. So theme park.
Oh, so like, do you like what game is your favorite? Or I don't know how to call it.
Roller coaster. Like I mean, how? Okay, well, have you experienced cars? Like how? Because you guys, you mentioned you don't have electricity. You literally light cables. Have you experienced a car yet?
Yeah, I have, but isn't it in the park you go to? There is the train that goes fast and do circles in the air.
Yes. The theme parks are basically train stations. Those are called roller coasters.
You like them?
Yes, they're great.
Whoa, you are savage. So what you like to go in the air so fast and your head upside down,
Yes.
and you don't have headache or throw up or any side effect.
Yeah, and unassisted. I mean, honestly, they do something similar to select even for astronauts. It's like if you can take those G forces, and I mean, some people they it's not their constitution. However, they can. I'm someone who can tolerate the roller coasters.
I get headache if I go up
Okay.
there. I cannot, like maybe by the time we arrive, I'm out.
Hmm.
And so if, for example, you have birthday, that's something you would love to do.
Yeah, they have, yes, and they're trying to make they're trying to have seasonal promotions, so they're also trying to you know have visitors on for both Christmas and Halloween. How was this? Okay, now under an Islamic society, how are your holidays like?
We have 3 holidays,
Okay.
and you are not allowed to celebrate any other day, including
Mhm.
birthdays, New Year's, or anything. You are only
Okay.
allowed to celebrate within the Quran and the Sharia law. So we have
Uh-huh.
3. First celebration is Friday. It's a
Okay.
small celebration
Hmm.
every week,
Uh-huh.
like a weekend.
Hmm.
And then we have another 2 big celebration, one called Eid al-Adha and one called Al-Eid al-Kabir, or I don't know. but it's like one of them, we make big celebration, we buy new clothes, we visit our family, we eat in the restaurant, we maybe go to the park. And the other one, we also kill a sheep. We buy a goat and we treat it like pet. And then in the morning of that celebration, we kill that goat. It's like we kind of find it fun. You know, like the family met and that goat was with us for 3 days, and then we murder it that morning and we eat the meat. So also it gives you the, like, have you ever, how do you feel about this experience? If your father buy a goat, do you live with your mom and dad?
Yeah, I have. I live with my parents.
That's
However, I think it would just we don't have a we are too constrained to live with a goat.
to live with a goat and then to kill the goat, especially as Hindu. So as Muslims, you can, it's like you cannot even be vegetarian, because that's one celebration that everyone should eat meat. And it's like, yeah, man, that's funny.
That's I mean, that's consistent with Passover, isn't it? Like, I mean, it's a sheep, but that's consistent with Passover.
What do you mean Passover?
Oh, for the Jewish people.
Do the Jewish people do this?
I believe so.
Because
it's a, they knew it's a sheep, but yes, same type of ritual.
I mean, we can buy a cow, we can buy a camel. It depends, yeah, but it's funny, man. It's funny. And is that I see up on the left there is the name of Trump.
Yes.
So can I for me,
okay,
I don't love any politics or political people, but I admire Trump. I admire his success as a businessman. Like he, you know, he's the biggest real estate owner in New York. One of the biggest. Do you know this or no?
I like him because he won the Wrestling Hall of Fame.
What's the Wrestling Hall of Fame?
Oh, it's a professional wrestling.
Oh.
Yeah, Trump is got an award from the professional wrestling community.
Can you send me this, please, in message? Wrestling. Now, text me.
Yeah, I will. I pull it up, Jamie.
Yeah. We don't have money to hire Jamie. He gets paid like.
Yeah.
If you can just send it to me in that chat, I will pull it up. And faster. Maybe you can, because your camera is closed now.
Yeah, it's either or. Either you get me on audio and you get the. Yeah, this is I'm using a phone.
So can you send it to me in that chat, please?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'll be off screen in order to do this.
Okay. Whoa, okay, let's see. Oh, man, that's WWE, isn't it?
Yes.
Shit. this like John Cena and it's like and Undertaker. Did you see podcast with Undertaker with Joe Rogan?
I have not this. No, not your edition.
Yeah, do you know Undertaker?
Yes.
So he was in Joe Rogan podcast and he talks a lot about WWE and I mean, if you are a fan, are you a fan of that sport?
I like what the sport represents.
What does it represent?
It's like I will have to talk about movies for this to make sense, and this I don't want to be. This may be irrelevant, but to make my point, I have to.
Go for it.
It is this. Okay, no, yeah. Essentially, it's like there's this one director, Darren Aronofsky, and he made one movie called Black Swan, which is about making ballet brutal. And then this other movie, The Wrestler, about making wrestling beautiful.
Wow.
And that is really why that is really my and that is where my appreciation where I try to pose things.
So what you mean is that in WWE they are wrestling and doing a dance. It's like a dance. So it's like you are watching a dance.
It's fight choreography. It you put it. It just you do it. It's just live fight choreography. It's one thing behind in Holly and with the film studio. It's another thing on this as a live performance.
But it's fake. I mean, that's why I love the UFC.
Yeah, okay.
I will tell you why I don't.
Okay.
I was watching WWE when I was kid, but when I grew up and I start to be mature, I found out that WWE is not real. It's a fake, and it's not even. You cannot use it in the street in fighting. But for example, UFC, it's more of a real fight. You are seeing two people trying to punch each other, kick each other, take each other to the ground with the fighting rules. What do you say?
As someone who has, I will need you to. I have no past in martial arts to tell me about you.
So for me,
I'll take what you're saying as true.
Okay, so for example, when you are fighting someone in the street, what people does in UFC is a technique that's martial arts that you use to beat someone. That's it's boxing, because they use boxing, so they try to punch someone. They use kicking, and they have like structure, high kick for the calf. High kick to the face, or low kick to the calf, or to the levers. So it's like you are studying how to fuck up someone, how to knock out someone. But WWE, it's kind of like someone is running and someone is jumping, and it's more of a fun and drama. It's not something real.
No. Yeah, no, it's like it's what it's the nearest thing we have to vaudeville.
But also, you say that you appreciate about WWE that it's like ballet mixed with wrestling, and
like it like there's a there's like precision. Like ballet takes a lot of fine tuning. Very I mean, as someone who was an athletic and fit as someone who wants to talk as a fit guy, like, and as someone who has like a rather superb level of coordination, like both of those are require, I would say, the same scope of coordination.
So what kind of workout you do, or to keep fit in order to keep healthy?
I no longer strength train with free weights. That was something I used to do. I have not since been able to go to the gym following them as a result of the pandemic. I've been out of the gym for the 2020s so far. What I'm doing today is calisthenics. Essentially prison workouts. I imagine I imagine jihad like radicals jihadis they're doing because you also you don't need any equipment.
Yeah. So what you do, like push-ups, squats, what you do?
Everything you describe, and additionally, this one is controversial. I will do neck bridges. Like, have you have you seen it's something Mike Tyson used to do.
So what is it?
Oh, it is essentially okay. The first thing you can do is essentially, you know what a crab walk is, right?
Yeah.
Okay, essentially, the first preliminary thing is to first do a regular bridge, which is you get in the crab walk and then you try to like do down. You basically you do like what you do for your prayer, but in reverse, like hips up, and then you're basically okay.
So you only do this exercise?
No, this is what I additionally do.
Nice.
And then you that's the noob version. What you seriously want to do, though, what I do, and like this is dangerous, is
Whoa.
is you get your head on the ground. Is essentially, instead of bouncing on your hands, you advance to bouncing on your head.
That sounds so dangerous for the neck.
It might, but like I live with cars.
What do you mean you live with cars?
I take driving very seriously.
So
Like let's
how old?
like this is
Yeah.
okay. No, essentially, I would like to put. I take my driving as consistently as I mean, is professional car driving a sport? Is that something you have? Is that something that's new to you?
So it's like racing. You race with cars.
No, I just would like the same level of protection people who race with cars do. So I have to exercise my neck because car crashes.
Oh, and do you drive or not yet?
Yeah, no, I am. You asked my age. I'm 31. I've been driving 12 years of my life.
Ooh. And you have never had an accident?
I've
Some.
I haven't had 10 yet.
I have had one. I can't even count them because I have had maybe 4 or 5.
Okay.
And I think the biggest mistake I did most of my accident is that I would go from to the main road without looking right and left.
Okay.
Like I would be coming and then I have this like that's why it's like when you drive, even if you are in the main road and nobody expect someone just to jump in front of you, like always drive slow and exercise your
Yeah. Yes.
So, how was your accident? Was it your mistake or?
Mostly my mistakes, and never have had the airbag deployed.
But how did you do your accident? Did you like went to a main road?
Following too closely.
Oh, following too closely, and then the person.
That's the police words for it, but also that's those are also good instructions. I mean, that's a penalty, but you can just um I mean, I have never had anything related to cell phone use. None of my accidents related to cell phone use. I had some related to just not being wakeful, just not getting enough sleep.
So tell me, what does Trump do in WWE? Because he doesn't fight. So what is his job? Or does he fight and wrestle?
He has presented. He's been in a few specials. I mean, he and Vince McMahon are both media personalities.
You mean do you and as a comedian, do you think you should be media personality or no?
I, I essentially self promotion is a big deal. Like, yeah, I will I will I will take as much of a scope as I can into being my own media personality.
Yeah. So how do you do self promotion?
Essentially, I'm relying on word of mouth. I do have a social media footprint, and I use my social media footprint. I am trying to tell you of things that are mutual that you could also do. However, I'm not really on. However, I'm not driving today, and that does limit. At least I have one destination. I have one place I can be right now, and essentially I have. I mean, I am very reliant on the internet. Unlike in fact, I don't know what would it be like to do self promotion before the internet.
Yeah, it's the new world now. Like, how do you feel that one day we might live in the internet as humans and be full time? Because now maybe I am in the internet during some Zooms, during this podcast. Do you think as internet gets bigger, better and bigger and more convenient, humans might move to the matrix?
I do not want that. I mean, I've seen those. I've seen like people. Have you? I mean, I don't. Have you seen people walk around with their phones? Like you think what I do is controversial for my neck?
Oh,
Have you seen what people with? Have you seen the necks of people with smartphones?
yes.
Yeah, that like I case in point. Like even I definitely feel that we are not recognizing these trade-offs of all these advancements and so on.
Yeah, I agree with you. So, what phone do you use? Do you use Apple or Samsung?
Samsung, like this is it's not even a very recent Samsung.
Me too. I use the. Do you know which one is this?
It's after. It's not. I should. It's not. It's after 6.
It's 7,
Okay.
iPhone 7. I mean, I also try to not have social media on my phone, so I don't access them all the time. What social media do you use?
I mainly use Facebook, and right now I'm just using it like I mainly curate. Like, let's say I have my interests, I will share what my interests are. I'll also post news stories I find that are I feel also get to be talked about.
That's nice. Instagram? No.
Not really. I don't provide photos. Like my look. I deliberately keep a like I do not need my smartphone camera to be better. I really look. I take pictures of like this is basically an office equipment to me. That's how I try to treat myself.
Okay. So what do you like? For example, if you don't have Instagram, if you don't have other social media, you have so much free time.
Yeah.
So what do you like to do like during the day? What's the things that makes you go through the day?
Okay, there's exercise. I watch a lot of I like media, like name like music, film, books, television. This means I feel like that guy in the Twilight. Have you seen that old Twilight Zone episode? Like, you know what I'm talking about?
Is it on Netflix?
I cannot. Netflix may not currently have the Twilight Zone.
What's the name of it?
The Twilight Zone.
What is it about?
Oh, it's short stories. There's this one about this man with glasses, and I honestly, with during the lockdown, things went very well for me. I could just go through all my like musics and shows and everything. I could do that for if there was another lockdown.
Hmm. So this
I,
movie,
I
yeah, sorry.
no, I'm gonna provide you the episode specifically.
It's horror as well.
Yes, it's like a mystery show.
Mm. A diminution not only as sight and sound, but also. I think this movie sounds so interesting.
Okay,
It's
it's a serial. It's a serial I'm talking about.
but here I say movie. It's like TWILIHT.
Yes, that's it. However, what I'm discussing is an episode.
So do you think there is a movie and movie version of it and episode? Ah, okay.
Time enough at last.
I was looking for something else, man. Oh, so it's a bank clerk
Yeah.
who loves to read,
Hmm.
but could never find the time, is left alone after an what is it? Bomb attack.
Hydrogen.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow. Okay. This is interesting.
Yes. No, like I don't know how we got on that topic, but yeah, okay, yeah, that is generally I spent a lot of time between exercise, looking at media, and just I don't know. As far as other interests I have, I like okay, how much I mean I mentioned both shaving and wearing gold. I mean I like fashion, so how what does it mean to dress Muslim? Just if I want to be a good tourist, what would it mean to dress like a good Muslim?
So we are not allowed to dress t-shirts or shorts or jeans.
Hmm.
We are only allowed to dress the robe. You know that robe?
Okay.
You know which one?
Yes, yes. So all white, everything.
It doesn't matter what color.
Okay.
It's
All
better
right.
to be white, but it
Okay.
has to be robe. And on your head, every people has different style of putting it on the head.
Okay.
So some
Hmm.
people would like put something in the head, some people would put something in the head and another circle on top. It's
Uh-huh.
different. So that's, do you see people like this in your area
Uh, they're usually yes.
that
Um,
wears Muslim clothes?
yeah, they're drivers. You typically.
Like what kind of
Like,
drivers?
just courier deliveries. I mean, I don't want to single them out, but if they're wearing a uniform, I mean, you're going to it's going to be memorable.
But it's weird. Like, do they do their job with this uniform?
Well, I imagine. Who are they serving? I mean, they probably have Muslim. Probably most of their clients are also Muslim.
Oh. How about women that are covered? Do you see women that are covered? Only eyes.
It's happened. It's happened.
For me, it's weird, even that I come from that culture.
Uh huh.
How about good good Hindu? What should I dress?
I don't know. I don't know. Like a Nehru jacket. Like I've really I we don't have I do not know our dress codes really well because and at least just based on how I dress, I've never gotten a hmm.
How about the thing that you put in your hand? Is
Oh,
that like,
henna.
no, no, the
Uh,
on your wrist?
oh, the Bengals.
Is it like a religious something? Like,
Oh yeah, these are
yeah.
yeah, no, I have yeah, it's called a Rocky, and essentially what it is a token from a female cousin or
So do you married your cousins or no?
no, it does I I have to I mean I can look up the world chart on this, but no, it's not a practice in India.
Because in Yemen it's a practice. Everyone marries their cousin.
Okay, okay.
Yeah. So this it's like crazy to marry your cousin.
Mhm. Yes. I mean just being Indian and like being taken remotely, people think this is a telemedicine. However, there are some I don't know, how's the hospital situation in Yemen?
There is no health system.
Okay.
So, and they also take people organs all the time.
Okay, wow.
Yeah. So it's like you go to the hospital maybe with headache
Mm-hmm.
and you come out with also headache and one testicle.
Oh.
So
Mm,
it's not a good deal. And yeah, usually when you go also to the hospital in Yemen, you have to like tie your organs to your
mm-hmm.
spine. Do you think it's possible to do this?
You need you need bouncers. Like that's where I'll start. The solution starts at a bouncer. We'll see.
How about the your health? Are you like healthy?
Yeah, I'm doing well. I have some I don't know. I mean, I've only been on like one prescription in the last 5 years. So okay. So what about drugs? Like legal, illegal drugs? What do you
So I do all the illegal drugs.
Okay.
I have tried them all. I do some of them, but I don't know if it's a good idea to talk on the podcast and put it on YouTube because that's an
No.
evidence that can put you in jail.
Oh, okay. No. What I was bringing up is how do you like you guys have khat in Yemen, right?
Oh, how did you know about it?
I I am educated.
Nice.
Yeah. Okay. So can you describe khat for just for
Oh, I'm sweating, man. So cat, it's like I'm running in this podcast. So cat, it's like between coffee and coke. You know cocaine?
Okay, so it's like
It keeps you
all right,
awake and active.
so so then what's your so it's like a so then it's also competitive with tobacco? Like what's your
No, but you can smoke. It's nice to smoke cigarette when you are showering in cat.
okay. All right. They go together. Okay.
Yeah, it kind of keeps you awake, keeps you productive, makes sex good if you're having sex
Uh-huh.
or if you want to study for exam or people have different tolerance. It also gives you different access of ideas that when you are
Okay.
having this cut, your writing would be different than if you are in a normal state.
Okay. So it's like a Fedra? Like
Maybe.
is a Fedra? Okay. All
How
right. So
about
that's
you? Have you taken any drugs?
I I use alcohol, tobacco, uh caffeine and cannabis.
Oh, cannabis. That's amazing.
Yeah.
Um, I wouldn't say that's drugs. I would say that's good for you. Good because cannabis. I
Hmm.
was watching study.
Uh-huh.
What's the worst drugs? So the best drug is shroom, because it's
Uh-huh.
it's like vegetables. It grows from the
Uh-huh.
ground. Weed is
Uh-huh.
good, but it's not so good for the heart because of smoking. But the
Uh-huh.
worst drug, tell me what you think is the worst drug.
Heroin, fentanyl,
It was alcohol,
mhm.
and
Hard liquor, hard liquor. I would say I would specialize and say hard liquor.
or hard. So this is crazy that it's legal. So how often do you smoke marijuana?
I'm daily smoker.
So you smoke 24/7.
No, I'm yeah, I not 24/7, but yeah, I probably recharge. I have to recharge my vape every day. Let's put it that way.
That's good. And does it keeps you? What do you smoke? Like sativa, indica? What do you like?
I believe I'm being provided an indica,
And it keeps
and
you awake, or do you smoke to relax and sleep?
I use it as a I use it for I use it as corrective for generally after like just after exercise.
Ah, you relax after
Yeah,
exercise.
yeah.
Okay. That's good. Are you coming today to the pop-up open mic?
I may not be. If I'm there, I won't be there early.
So don't worry. It was just a
Yeah.
question because
Okay.
I might have to grab something now to eat before this mic. And thank you. I had so much fun talking to you. And I know we didn't talk too much about comedy, which is
All
that's
right.
what.
But no, it's okay. Now what's hookah? Do you guys have is hookah still just so I'm trying to understand your culture. So we did not talk about hookah. I'd like to
Yeah.
you to close on that.
Or you wanna talk about hookah, the shisha,
Yes.
shisha.
Yeah. Shisha, yeah.
So do you like shisha? Do you smoke?
I do not. I just smoke a dry pipe.
This is for the weed or for what?
Tobacco.
So shisha, it's the same like what you smoke now, but
Yep.
with flavors.
Mm-hmm.
So you can smoke like strawberry, watermelon. There are also now new mixes that some people do nice mix and call it like 60 killer, 69 lady killer. There are
Right.
these mixes, and it's basically a vibe. There is water down, and you put the tobacco up, and you put charcoal. You know that charcoal.
Yeah.
So the charcoal is burning the tobacco, and you can smoke it for maybe 1 hour. Depend how good
Okay.
is the tobacco.
Now is this like how much of social event is it for you guys? Is it like having a tea party or
I think this is like
something?
yeah, it's like also most people have one at their house.
Okay.
But also religious people try to avoid it because they say that God wants you to look after your body, and anything that's bad for your body is not allowed, like smoking and etc.
Uh-huh. All right. Well, we both are gonna need some time to get ready. So I'll
Yeah, we did around 1 hour. I'm gonna also post it on YouTube.
mhm.
And what like now? Do you like do open mics? Are you going? Do you how often do you do any open mics or any events in real life?
Yeah, I can get to I have one hub where there's one town I go into town about there's one town I go into to do live comedy right now.
How often?
At best it can be twice a week.
Oh, that's nice.
Yes.
So I will put your Facebook down on YouTube. And where do you do this? 2 times?
Oh, it's in New Brunswick, New Jersey.
What's the name of the place?
Okay, the two venues, the two live comedy open mic venues in New Brunswick are the George Street Co-op, that's a Sunday, and the Ale and Witch, that's a bar, and that's 21 over and Monday.
Okay, that's perfect. Thank you so much. I also wish you good luck on comedy and on what you like and on the train or the sky. I don't know what you call it. The one,
Roller coaster.
yeah, the roller coaster. And I always enjoy you being on the Zooms. I enjoy how you also try to listen to other comics. I enjoy your set. So I hope to see you again and to enjoy your materials. Thank you so much, Bhavin.
All right. Good night.
Okay, bye.
Hmm.